welcome everyone to Ruston, Louisiana, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech, and the fans are in Joe I.A. Stadium ready to have a good time. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Florida International Panthers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the FIU Panthers offense will take the first swing of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Scanning the field, it's Mack. Going up top. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw again. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So Louisiana Tech's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And, David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches and some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
Back to throw, it's Vance. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no.
The Bulldogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Markway. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every...
It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
That makes the score. Florida International, 14. Louisiana Tech, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Off play action on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Back to throw, it's Vance. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's 4. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Markway. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Markway. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A first down run on the doorstep. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Trying to punch it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Smashes it between the uprights. Are forced to settle for the field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Mack. That's caught. It's McNeil.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's McNeil. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this will be caught at the 30. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's McNeil. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Florida International. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He marched 78 yards down the field, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Crosby. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And they'll get off one more play before the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Vance. Got his man downfield. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We reach the break. It's FIU with the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle. It's Markway.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. To the air, it's Mack. Makes the grab, it's McNeil.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He wants to throw it again. He's got it on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Panthers have their offense in high gear. A first down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Trying to pull his way in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he made the extra point without problem.
Florida International, 27. Louisiana Tech, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much much ball.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To throw, it's Vance. Under fire. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, it's third and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
With the catch, it's McNeil.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Give to the running back. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Shoots it to the left. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Vance. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's McNeil. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
He's moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
He'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's a heat. Trying to make, turning it on. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Rushes on him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going over the top. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This quarterback is getting frustrated, and you can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it, and he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field here at the end of the first half, but the defense loves this because right now, this quarterback is playing right into their hands.
Hold and fire complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Right on the money. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Ruston. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Louisiana Tech has it back and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Vance. Complete. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Just need to crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Makes the catch. It's McNeil. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking.
Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, FIU. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Crosby. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Vance. Gonna take a shot, and he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Here comes the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Going right to work up top. It's complete to the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Here's the pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On the move, he fires. Catch in the middle, it's Ford. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Swings it out to the flat. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Snagged in the middle. It's Markway. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Looking for a man. It's Vance. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the score.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll try the run. Pass mistakes and still on his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Dropping back, it's Vance. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another day.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to...
Breaks into the open. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give and tick, 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 tick. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Panthers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because
And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they makes the grab at the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
62, Louisiana Tech, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Marquette. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Vance. Pocket breaking down. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding.
He's got it. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and he's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Louisiana Tech, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. Now facing a 3rd and long. They feed him again. Spins away from the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Mance. He's got an open man. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just spectacular football.